My guy pretty like a girl, and he got 5 stories to tell. I see both sides like Chanel, see on both sides like Chanel. Swimming laps through water, eating like.
Oh, what's up, Picture Club? It's your future MCM, the eater, garlic bread, the respected women, the black Tyler Breeze, the king of selfie style, and of course, your garlic bread world heavyweight champion, X3. And you see the squid hat, you already know what's about to go down. Whenever I bring out the squid hat, you know shit's about to get ridiculous, weird, or uncomfortable. And of course, TLC is Sunday, and you know how we rock on pay-per-view weekends. So, you know I had to do it to him.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh. Oh.
And he on X Games mode.
Anyways, like I said, you know I had to do it to him. So if you don't know how you feel about your favorite WWE superstars boning each other in the backstage area, then you probably should click off of this video, because we're about to read some WWE fan fiction. Because instead of predicting the cards like, you know, every other wrestling YouTuber, I changed it up. Whenever there's a pay-per-view about, I read fan fiction. It weirds us all out before the pay-per-view. We got that weird feeling like blah, blah, blah. So if you don't really like to talk about that type of stuff, you might as well just leave the video. I'll see you Monday. But if not, stick around, put your earbuds in, or make sure there's people who would judge you not walking around, because, you know, I don't want you to get that look like, bro, what are you watching? And look, we in this together. I don't know what's in this fan fiction. I don't read any of the ones I get until I press record on my phone. So we are in this together. We are reading this for the first time together. Also, if you have short fan fiction you want me to read and you think would be hilarious to see me cringe and react the way I react to certain fan fictions on my channel, then send them to me in my DMs at X3 on Twitter at X3. That's XTHREEEE. 4 E's. Don't forget that. But other than that, let's get it. Let's get right to this. I don't want to prolong this even more than what I have been. So let's just knock it out. Just get it out the way. So this one is called Gigantic, and the description says, all Alexa asked was for Dean to suck her wait, huh? Wait. All Alexa asked was for Dean to suck her dick. Who cares if it's silicone? It's a dick and it's hers, and she looks forward to him getting the job done. Wait. So you mean to tell me Dean Ambrose isn't returning in this video? And oh boy. Okay. So the note from the writer says, "This is porn. Enjoy." So that's good to know. All right. Alright, last warning. If you are uncomfortable with the talk of sex and topics and shit like this, feel free to exit the video. Leave a like first. It makes me feel good. But if you want to see me uncomfortably read Alexa getting head from Dean Ambrose, then, you know, stay, put your seatbelt on, because it's about to go down. I want you to blow me, Alexa said. So we're going to just... There is no scene setting. We don't know if they're on SmackDown, on Raw. If this is a pay-per-view, a live event. We just getting right down to the shits, okay? We just getting right to it. I eat pussy like a champ, baby, Dean said, easily pulling her closer in his arms. Wow. She pushed away with one hand and scowled at him. I didn't say I wanted you to eat my pussy. I wanted you to blow me, to suck my dick, and do it pretty. Dean squinted at her and smiled a little. I might have missed something, but last time I was down there, I didn't see a dick. It's in a drawer under my bed, champ. So she said, it's a strap-on. It's been too long since I got the chance to use it, but we'll start with something easy. I'm sure even you can figure out how to suck a dick pretty fast when it's looking you right in the face. Oh, so she playing no games. Alexa's about to get her nut off. Whoa. Sure, yeah. I mean, it's not. Alexa about to get her shit sucked. There we go. There we go. That makes a lot more sense than what I just said. Look, I'm as uncomfortable as you are right now. Don't mind me. Now, Dean really grinned at her, sticking out his tongue and pulling it back in his mouth before speaking. You think I've never sucked a dick before? Huh? Dean! Bro, what? So, was it Seth Rollins? I feel like it was Seth Rollins. No wonder that feud in 2014 was just so good. Look, I'm not discriminating. You do you, fam. You do you. You know. Dean slam bros. Dean suck bros. I don't know. Whatever. That left Alexa momentarily speechless. In that silent moment, Dean threw his head back and laughed. He turned and walked away without saying anything else. So now there's like some stars. Like I'm guessing this is where shit is officially about to go down. I'm not an avid reader of fan fiction, so I don't know, if that's what that means. I'm gonna use my context clues to say that Dean is about to get his suck on. All through that night show, Alexa couldn't stop thinking about what Dean had said. She gotten men to suck her dick in the past, but no one had ever had that gleam in their eye like Dean had. He looked excited. He was excited in the last thing. They hadn't talked much about previous partners, though Alexa's thing with Blake and Murphy wasn't exactly a secret. When was the last time Dean had sucked someone off? Was it a long time ago or recently? Were things backstage at CZW even more a meat market than the Performance Center? Or was it true what she had always hoped was true? Whose dick had Dean been sucking backstage? Fortunately, she wasn't the kind of person who found sexual thoughts distracting in the ring. On the contrary, they helped fuel her fury. The 5 feet of fury. More than one time, the vision of what she would watch Blake and Murphy do to each other in the lockable shower stall backstage at Full Sail got her through a tough match. With visions of slapping Dean across the face with her dick, she finished off Carmella with the decisive pin. Okay, hold up. Y'all not about to just be burying Carmella in this fucking fan fiction, okay? She had nothing to do with this. I understand it's wrestling. Someone need to lose. Why couldn't it be La Luchadora? Why does it gotta be Miss Money in the Bank Carmella? I don't like that. Put some respect on Carmella's name. They travel back to the hotel and they're not... Okay, there's kids outside. Go home. Why are y'all outside of my house playing? I'm trying to read fan fiction. God damn. Why do you always film when school get out? What the fuck? Go home. Ruining shit. Can y'all fucking leave? Why are y'all in front of my house? Who are you? Go home, bruh. Go home. Damn. Man's just smashing food in front. Go to your house and eat. What the fuck? Anyways, before I was really interrupted by the dickheads outside my house, I was saying, they traveled back to the hotel in their non-usual carpools, girls in one and guys in another. She made excuses for not checking in at the same time as the others and stealthily made her way up to the room number Dean had texted her. They probably wouldn't be able to bang in secret for long, but she wanted it to stay between the two of them for now. She liked having a secret. Secrets are precious. Knowing a secret can make you special, even if no one around you knew. You would know. She knocked over her hand hard 3 times, grinning. Dean opened the door looking alarmed. Jesus, you knock like a cop. Dean said, unhooking the security chain and letting her in, his hand meeting the small of her back as he shut the door. So now it's about to go down. Alexa grinned wickedly. I like to keep people on their toes, she said. She set her wheeled suitcase down in front of the room's mirrored closet and carried another bag over the shoulder to the bed. She zipped it open. Pick your poison. She gestured to the contents. Dean raised an eyebrow, peering in. There were a few different dildos to choose from, ranging from a vaguely animalistic pink and purple marbled one to an extremely realistic light beige cock and balls to a great big black shiny L-shaped device with minimalist details. Wow. So you just didn't have one for Dean to suck on. You chose many, and it was just like, choose your fighter. And he got you. I got you. Gigantic. Dean sang tunelessly as he selected the last one. Gigantic, gigantic, big, big love. I don't know what the fuck tune he's singing. I'm not about to sing it. I don't want to put myself in this story. This is Dean Ambrose about to suck some dick. It's not me, so... Sorry, I can't bring the immersion to you guys through the camera. You're witnessing this enough. That's enough. Working quickly, as soon as Dean made his selection, Alexa grabbed a shapeless heap of straps and buckets out the bag and ducked into the bathroom. She wasn't wearing panties under her dress, just a garter belt holding up a pair of seamed fishnet stockings. She hitched up her dress and stepped into the harness, tightening it around her waist and legs. She tucked the short end of the L of the dildo into her... Oh, okay. Okay. Alright. She tucked the short end of the L of the dildo into her pussy. She was so wet with excitement about tonight, it slid in easily. Yeah, it's more graphic than what I thought. Anyways, she was also secretly thrilled and impressed that Dean had picked the double-ended dildo out of the group instead of the smaller or more realistic ones. Though the night was young, she bet he would look gorgeous sucking all of them, gagging on her dick. Why would you put that in parentheses? Okay, just... whatever, do you. Baby, I need you, I want to feel you, Dean called after her. She didn't say anything, just retightened the straps of her harness and swung the door open. The cock was tinting her dress, and Dean's eyes went wide, and when he saw her, "Is that for me?" he asked, smiling out of one side of his mouth. Alexa approached him, grinding her dick against his leg and sliding an open hand through his hair, fisting it, and pulling his head down first to her eye level to give him a wicked scowl, and then throwing him down to his knees. For all she knew, he still had his ring knee pads on under his jeans. Would have been a wise forethought, knowing that she was going to have him doing tonight. Dean rubbed his cheek against her hard-on through the thin fabric of her dress, stretching to show the shape of it. The rounded head clearly visible through the stretchy red fabric. He tucked his fingers under the hem of the dress and inched it up slowly until her cock popped free. He gathered more of the fabric up, pushing it all the way out of his way, then looking up at Alexa with wide eyes. He gasped the base of the shaft and squeezed, rolling his hand. The toy was designed so she could feel every movement. Not breaking eye contact, he opened his mouth wide, stuck his tongue out, and licked her from base to tip, a bead of saliva stretching from his mouth to the end of her cock. "Oh, he likes to get a little taste," she said, tilting her head. "How about a whole mouthful?" She playfully tapped him on the cheek with it, rubbing it against his chin. Dean grinned. "Wow, you're just so big." He stroked her more. Why can't I? This is getting... Anyways, he stroked her more with his hand and, telegraphing his hesitation, leaned over to suck the tip into his mouth. He hollowed out his cheeks, sucking hard. His breathing labored and he moaned a little. So, this is a lot more descriptive and makes a lot more sense than the last one we read when Seth Rollins made the list. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say. Yeah. "I bet you've sucked a lot of dicks in your time, haven't you?" Alexa said, trying to sound dominant rather than hopeful, gripping his hair and preventing him from pulling back. "Haven't you?" She shook him a little. He nodded, looking up at her, mouth still full of cock. "Bet you haven't seen one as pretty as mine." She preened and tossed her hair. Dean shrugged and kept working, taking more and more of her into his throat. He moaned around her, slurping softly and sucking. His eyes cast bashfully downward and then closed as her cock brushed the back of his throat, and he gagged. Pulling back but not off, Alexa shivered all over his reaction. At her power to the touch inside of him. At his devotion to the task, despite the discomfort, she let go of his hair to tuck a strand of it behind his ear. He tilted his eyes back up, holding Alexa's gaze as he bobbed his head, now fast and working his hand in tandem with his mouth. "Touch yourself," Alexa whispered, leaning down to close to his ear and then retreating to put her hands on her thighs and watch Dean work. "I want to see you." So Alexa, okay, is playing no games. She's playing no games with Dean Ambrose right now. No games are being played. For some reason, is picturing this like in the same hotel as Paige and Brad Maddox. Never mind. It's not. He kept one hand on her dick and undid his fly. He pushed down his underwear and his cock sprung obscenely free, getting hard from his act of service to Alexa. He shut his eyes and worked himself with his...
Why?
I can just... No, just come here. I can explain.
I don't think you can.
So basically,
Alright.
Alexa has a dick, and Dean is sucking it.
WWE fans are weird.
So you're gonna just sit here and just weirdly listen to me read this while I'm wrapping up. The story's almost over. So,
okay.
Anyways, He shut his eyes and worked himself with his right hand while using every move he knew to perform for Alexa, choking him on her cock and pulling back when he couldn't take anymore. She encouraged him, "That's it. Show me how sweet you are, how hard you are for me, how hard you work for me. We take good care of each other, and that's how it is." She grabbed his hair and pulled his head back. He let her fall from his mouth and looked up. "Just stroke me now," and she said, and the switch on the bottom. Dean smiled out of one side of his mouth and nodded upward. He hit a little knob at the base of the dildo where it curved to go inside her, and it began vibrating. Makes more sense now.
A little bit.
Yeah, forgot to tell you it's a dildo. It's a dildo. It's not an actual. It's not an actual dick.
Okay, well you just said Alexa has a dick.
It was funnier. It's a dildo.
Okay.
Anyways, where it curved up to go inside her, and it began vibrating. She shivered and it felt up and down her thigh. Feeling the goosebumps, she reached down to grab the back of his t-shirt collar, and he let her pull it up and off of him, revealing his hard nipples and the scattering of hair across his pecs and abs. Once the shirt was tossed away, Dean went back to work, stroking both of them. In time, Alexa fucked up into Dean's hand. Bracing herself on the bed, seeing and feeling it really and truly an extension of herself, the vibrations went straight to her G-spot, and she felt the sharp urge, almost like having to pee, signaling the coming orgasm that approaching climax. Dean threw his head back as he came over his fingers, hips thrusting up into his own hand, putting on a good little show till he caught the last dribbles with his fingers and let go of himself. Too sensitive to bear even his own touch. Alexa added her own fingers, stroking her clit frantically and falling backwards on the bed, and Dean crawled forward on his knees to maintain contact. She curled her knees to her chest. Dean took the dildo in his fist and fucked her back on it hard. So the return of Dean Slambros is now back. I've been waiting for this the whole story, because look,
that was a lot to process.
Dean Slambros is back. He is back. "Fuck," she shouted as she suddenly came, fluttering and clenching around the butt. Stop tickling me! This is weird. Touch me when I'm reading about Dean. What'd you... You done?
Yes.
Deadass?
Deadass.
Okay. "Fuck," she shouted as she suddenly came, fluttering and clenching around the bulb of the dildo, vibrating right against what felt like the center of the universe for a moment. "There you go," Dean said. "I got you." He switched the vibrator off. "Damn right you do," she said. "Come up here." Dean wiped his hand on the thigh of his jeans, tucked himself back, and crawled up to lie beside Alexa on the bed. She looked confused but satisfied. "What?" Dean asked. "I feel big," she said. "Bigger, I know size doesn't matter, but..." She trailed off. 8 inches of fury, Dean said, wrapping an arm... Fuck it. No, fuck it. I don't even...
Who wrote this? I just want to talk to him.
Really? The fury joke? Really? That's all the time I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did not enjoy it. Sai got here literally like 10 minutes ago.
Yep.
As I was in the middle of that sentence. That was not really planned. But... did you enjoy...
I don't know how I feel about that.
Basically, Alexa Bliss had a dildo. Dean Ambrose was like, "I've sucked a dick before," and then...
That honestly sounds realistic.
It does.
So,
something Dean probably would do. But at the end there...
sounds like something Alexa is into, so...
I mean, look. I guess so. But I still love Alexa Bliss. Dean is still my mans. Dean Slambros did, in fact, return at the end of this, so it's not all bad.
I see why you like this hat so much.
It's pretty comfortable.
It's fun.
It used to light up. It broke.
Why'd you break it?
I didn't break it. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, comment down below your thoughts on this video, and of course, like I said earlier in the video, if you have some short, weird-ass fanfiction you want me to read on here, send it to my Twitter at X3 with 4 E's. It's not that hard to figure out. That being said, I'm X3 for the X3 Cup, telling the guys to eat garlic bread, respect women, and join the club.